Welcome to Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy. My name is Jaclyn Friedlander.
Hello. It is Tommy Bickham. What's up, Jaclyn?
How are you, Tommy?
I'm freshly haircutted and ready to go.
Yes, you got the haircut when we were shooting our promos, and that was the same day I was wearing eyelashes.
Yeah,
we got all fancy for the promos.
And it's just that time of year. I don't know, like around the holidays, it takes me a while because I'm just worried about everything else,
right?
Not my hair or anything.
Yeah.
So, but those eyelashes were, they look great.
Thank you.
But oh my gosh, you women, I'm so like, I'm not jealous. That's a lot of work you did.
Right. The hair and makeup and nails and all the things all the time. But something exciting is happening on CBS, which is our affiliate, and that is Survivor. And on Survivor, it doesn't matter how long your hair gets or how much makeup you have or whatever, because you are just trying to survive in the wilderness of Fiji. But the 50th season is coming up.
50? Not
50.
Years.
No, not 50 years, 50 seasons.
It's like, oh my gosh, Survivor's older than me.
Right. And me.
50 seasons,
yes,
that's impressive.
50 seasons.
That's
so we have this fun game that is Outwit, Outplay, Outlast Survivor. It's a trivia board. Did you watch all the Survivors?
I did not watch all their Survivors.
Okay.
I can't. 50.
50,
I know.
I know.
To keep up with.
That is a lot to keep up with. But I watched the very first one, and our first trivia question is, what year did Survivor premiere?
50 years ago.
We just talked about that it's not 50 years ago.
It was like in the 90s, like late 90s. That's what I remember.
Very close.
I remember being in like 8th grade or something.
We'll play higher or lower. A little bit.
99.
A little bit.
Higher?
Higher, a little bit higher.
2000.
2000,
Oh,
yes.
2000.
The
Nice.
first season of Survivor was in 2000. And I
Whoa.
remember that season. I just remember so many things. There was, I feel like somebody like fell near a fire or something, and there was like I just remember watching all the promos of the big emergency drama and fighting for the idol.
Yes.
Okay, who has hosted all 50 seasons?
Gosh, I can't think of his name. Please tell you know the name.
Oh, you can see his face, right?
Yes.
Jeff Probst.
Jeff Probst. He's done it all this whole
He
time.
did all 50 seasons.
Oh my gosh.
And he is doing it for, I saw the promos the other day for season 50, and Jeff Probst is still on Survivor. All right. How many survivors married other survivors?
Whoa. So love on the island.
They met on the island and they got married.
4?
That's a really good guess. The answer is 7.
7.
There were 7 survivor marriages.
Nothing says love like taking everything away from you.
Right. Well, and I feel like it's one of those things that when things get hard, that's when you really get to know a person, because it's harder to hide your true colors when you're going through adversity. So maybe those are good conditions to meet under, because you've seen them at their worst, and then you can kind of work. If you can tolerate that, you can work backwards from there.
If you love them at their worst, you'll love them at their best.
You'll love them at their best. All right. What is the most common tribal color?
The blue barracudas. Blue.
Yes, blue. It's a good guess. It's my favorite color.
Nice.
All right. Oh, okay. How many Emmys has the show won? And I'll give you a clue. It might be the exact same as how many survivors married each other. So if you remember that.
I was going to say 50.
50.
Like, I was thinking, like, every year they're rocking.
50 seasons, seven marriages, 7 Emmys.
Nice.
What about survivor babies? People that have coupled off and had survivor babies.
I'm going to go 14. Oh, I thought just babies. The amount of babies that are from the. So I just doubled.
Like from the couples of the show. Yeah, that's a pretty good guess, actually. The answer is 12. There have been 12 survivor babies.
This is wild. I didn't until now. I didn't realize how long Survivor's been going.
Right, and how much cool trivia there is. Like how many things there are to know about Survivor.
For real.
All right, how many islands are in Fiji? That's just a geography question.
I thought Fiji was just an island. I thought it was just one island.
It must be a collection of islands.
Yes.
A lot of islands. I'll give you a clue. It's a big number.
Really? Okay, 45.
Oh, it's way bigger than that.
Oh, man. 50.
Good guess.
I have no idea.
Up. I'll say higher, lower, warmer, colder.
100.
Higher.
200.
Higher.
300.
Slightly higher.
310.
Closer.
316. 320. 317. 350. 350. 340. 341. 2, 3, 4. 344. 335.
Okay, I'll give it to you. It's 333.
Oh man, I was so close. I was so close. This is fun. It's like The Price is Right.
Right, exactly. Higher, lower, the closest without going over.
That's a lot of islands. That's
Isn't this a cool game though? It's like this. It's this board and these little things. You peel them off. You peel off the
sent
stickies.
us that, right?
Yeah, the CBS sent this to us. And
the Survivor people.
The Survivor people.
Shout out to the Survivor 50.
Oh, I just showed you the answer to the next question. What is the prize for the winner?
Money. I know it's money.
Yes.
A lot of it. $1 million.
$1 million.
Boom.
And then how many contestants apply each year?
Each year?
Yes.
Or each season?
Or I guess.
Each season?
Well, I guess it's been on for what, 25 years, which means they do about 2 seasons a year. So it says how many contestants apply each year. So that's probably 2 shows worth.
A lot. Hundreds.
Do
they have the exact
thousands.
number on
They
there?
have the exact number on here.
Thousands?
Well, rounded to the nearest, like 10,000, I think.
4,500.
No, higher.
What?
I'm just gonna do this. Well, I like this. I like this way.
7,000. No way. 10,000. No way. That's insane. And they only pick a few. 20,000. 30,000.
Yeah, 30,000. Good job.
I didn't know there was that many people trying for Survivor every year.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's so many.
That's a lot.
How many contestants have ever quit the game? Either for medical or just quit.
Quitters.
Quitters.
I have no idea. 20?
Good guess.
15. 17.
Yeah, there you go. Good job.
Makes sense. Wow. 17.
All right. What else do
This is
we have
wild,
on
man.
here? I don't even know the answer to this one. I'm gonna look under the thing. Okay. How many locations has the show filmed in?
I thought it was all in Fiji.
It says that it's blank different countries.
333. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, it's similar to which answer was it similar to?
That's what I was gonna say. 330.
No, it's much lower. It's more in the vein of how many babies there have been.
Oh, okay.
Slightly higher than that.
10?
Slightly higher.
15?
Close. Slightly
16,
higher.
17, 17, 18, 19.
18.
All right.
No, you have to go slow so that I can be like, yay, you got it when you hit the number.
My bad.
Well, that was really fun. So Survivor 50 is coming to CBS, so definitely be sure to tune in.
Awesome.
And stay tuned in right now because there's a lot more Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy coming up right after this break. Welcome back to Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy. I'm Jaclyn Friedlander.
What's up? It is Tommy Bickham. We survived.
We did survive. We survived Survivor Trivia.
Thank you to Survivor for sending us the Survivor Trivia.
Yeah,
50 seasons, not
50
years.
seasons. That's so crazy.
It's really cool.
I know people have watched every single season, and people still are applying to be on the show. So I have a friend that's also applied for every season. He's been amongst the 30,000 people that have applied.
He gets it soon.
You know what's funny?
What's the farthest?
He came from Australia. He moved to the U.S. from Australia, and was on the green card or whatever for the longest time, and then he got his citizenship specifically to go on Survivor because you have to be a citizen to apply for Survivor. So
Goals,
that was
baby.
his incentive to get his citizenship.
I hope he makes it.
I do too.
Please, yes.
It would be great to see him on
Sending
the show.
him good luck.
Well, now it is time to take a look at our CI Living clips for the week. This week, I picked a clip because the U of I Wildlife Medical Clinic comes on, and they have a brand new animal ambassador that recently came to them and was so cute. I had to share it with you, so take a look at this. Welcome back. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so who do we have here with us today?
We have Whittington, and he's an eastern screech owl.
And so Whittington has an interesting story. So how did he end up at the clinic?
Right, so he actually came from Illinois Raptor Center. And so somebody found him in the wild, and they brought him into Illinois Raptor Center, and they noticed right away that he had a few abnormalities. So they decided to bring him over to the wildlife clinic so that our vets could evaluate him. And then per his exam, we found his left wing here. You can kind of see it's a little drooped and looks a little disheveled. He actually had 4 broken bones in his wing and his collarbone.
Oh no.
And so those were already healed before he came into the clinic. So there was no surgical fix or anything that we could do. And then if you're looking at his eyes, one eye is a little bit smaller than the other eye. And then he has a cataract in the right eye. So his left eye is the smaller one. Right eye has a large cataract. So sometimes the one pupil looks much larger than the other pupil. So because of those physical issues, we can't release him into the wild. So he's non-releasable because of that.
So then he becomes an animal ambassador so that we can learn about his species and learn what to do if we find animals in need. So an animal like this that comes with all of those injuries, is it something that perhaps it was attacked, or did it fall out of a nest, or are they birth defects?
Yeah, so we can only really speculate. For the smaller eye, that is more than likely a birth defect. But for the cataract and then the broken bones, we're thinking he probably got hit by a car, but we're not exactly sure. But he was only about fledgling age at that time, so maybe a month old when he came into the clinic. So he must have just come out of the nest and then something traumatic happened, or he crash landed or something like that. So
right, maybe it was a learning to fly accident.
Yep.
And then can you give us some facts about screech owls? What do they eat? Where do we find them?
So these guys are actually found in a lot of wooded areas around here. They're throughout the eastern United States. There is also a western screech owl. So he is a gray morph. We have gray and red morph ones. And so these guys eat a wide variety of things, small mammals, small birds. They'll even eat like crayfish, different things like that, lots of bugs. And so they are not very picky. They'll eat a lot of different things, mainly smaller things that they can catch like that. So
a little bit opportunistic, I would say, for sure. Wasn't that the cutest little screech owl you've ever seen?
This is my impression of the screech owl.
Right.
It was so cute. Those
the feathers.
The feathers, they look like ears, but they're not.
They do look like ears, false ears. And I just feel so bad for that little bird because she said it's not getting any bigger, but it's still a very young bird. And like, just, I feel like he's already been through so much. I mean, I'm glad he's in her care because they take really good care of the animals there. And now he can be an ambassador for a species so, you know, kids can learn about him and stuff. But, I mean, a broken wing, a messed up eye, that poor little bird.
It's been through it.
He's been through it.
But it's only in a good hands now, like you said. So that's a big deal, and that's a huge deal.
Yeah, and Sydney's great. You can tell she's really, really passionate about the animals and about the work that they do at the clinic. And she'll oftentimes bring students with her to give them the opportunity to share sort of their journey and their story and what they're learning in vet school. So it seems like it's a really good program at U of I that they have there.
Yeah, and those ambassadors are the cutest. So
they really
and they're
are.
teaching kids, so that's a big deal.
Yeah, and I asked her to bring one of the animals back to do a follow-up because they had a small little possum that came on the show and basically just slept in a nest the whole time during the show, and now we see photos on their clinic website, and he's gotten pretty big, so he'll have to come back and say hi again.
Keep up with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. And those ears don't get any bigger, right?
Nope.
I mean, the feathers.
the feather ears, that's full grown. So what did you bring us, Tommy?
I went and visited, it's a historical home in Springfield, and it's the home of someone called Vachel Lindsay. You'll learn all about him here, so go check this out. I'm in Springfield. We're at the Vachel Lindsay house or mansion, and right now we're joined by Katie. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
This is so cool. I didn't know who Vachel Lindsay was, and now I've learned a lot by just coming here today. So could you tell us a little bit about Vachel Lindsay?
Yeah, Vachel Lindsay was born here in Springfield in 1879, and he became arguably one of the most famous poets of the 21st century, or 20th century.
Poets,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, and going through
as we show you this place. He's a very creative guy, and I didn't know that about him. So who lived here in the house?
Okay, so the house was built in 1840 by the same gentleman that built the Lincoln home. And in the 1840s, it was purchased by Clark Smith, whose wife was Ann Todd Smith, Mary Lincoln's older sister.
Wow, so the Lincolns are a part of this house.
They sure are. They had their going away reception here.
Oh, the reception. Oh my gosh. Where were they going?
Washington, D.C. Yeah.
There you go, to be president.
Yep.
So before he went to be president, they hung out here.
They sure did.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about what's inside here? I know we just talked about how creative Vachel Lindsay was. So
Right.
can you tell us a little bit about the art and the architecture?
Absolutely. So Vachel's mother especially was very cool. Catherine Lindsay, she was a geometry teacher before she married her husband Thomas. And so a lot of the architecture you'll see in the home she designed herself and then
Really?
had put in. Also, most of the oil paintings you're seeing throughout the home are all done by Catherine herself. Vachel actually credited his mom with his artistic ability. He said if it wasn't for her, he never would have been able to do what he did.
Wow, so it starts with the parents sometimes, the inspiration.
Yes.
That's so cool. And Vachel was here his whole life?
Yeah, so Vachel lived here until he went to college. He went to Hiram College in Ohio. That's the college that President Garfield was the president of. And he went there with his sister Olive. She actually waited a year for him to catch up. But Vachel, the ultimate goal, according to his father, was for him to be a doctor, and that was just not his thing. So he tried at Hiram, didn't like it, convinced his parents to let him go to art school in Chicago, didn't like that, went to art school in New York, didn't like that either. And then he had 3, he called them tramps, across the United States, New York to Florida, and then he did Springfield to Colorado, and then Springfield to Arizona, so he was all over the place.
All over, but he came back here to
He did.
Springfield.
Yes.
That's so cool. Well, that's so much fun to learn. What's your favorite room in the house? What's one of your favorites?
Oh gosh, I think my favorite room is probably Vachel's childhood bedroom. He called it his creative center. He used to have all of his beautiful sketches that he would do to go along with his poetry kind of stuck behind his bed. And it's just a great view of the governor's mansion lawn as well.
Awesome. Well, Katie, thank you so much for having me here. If someone wants to come here to take a look at this historical place, where could they go? And
All
how could
kinds
they
of
set it up?
places.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just search the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, the State Historic Sites of Springfield, and you'll find where to sign up for tours for not just the Vachel Lindsay home, but the old state capitol, the Lincoln Tomb, and the Dana Thomas House as well. We have a phone number that you can call. It actually directs you to the Dana Thomas House. So when we answer the phone, thank you for calling the Dana Thomas House. Don't be scared. Ask for the Vachel Lindsay home, and we'll get you in here.
Thank you so much for having me
thank
out
you.
here and to learn so much about Vachel Lindsay. Such a cool guy.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you want to check out everything going on at the Vachel Lindsay home here in Springfield, you could go to ciliving.tv.
That was so cool.
Yeah, Vachel Lindsay, obviously I've said it a bunch. I didn't know about him, but he was a creative dude, and that was what we do all the time here. So there's some cool stuff to learn about, and how Lincoln had his reception before he went to Washington, D.C. in that house.
Yeah.
So they all hung out in that house before he went to go be president. So that was cool.
That's super interesting. And I know Lincoln's birthday is coming up, and being in the land of Lincoln, I think we're going to do a big CI Living takeover episode for Lincoln and probably visit a lot of those places. She mentioned the tomb and all that stuff. So we'll have to, you and I will have to go on a Lincoln hunt.
I'm down. It's so much fun stuff right here in our backyard. So much history that has been around for hundreds of years that you could just go look at and learn.
Right.
And it's just cool to see back in the 1800s people being creative, kind of like we are right now. So it's really
really cool too. I feel like the fact that they're able to have some of those artifacts here in Springfield at the Lincoln Museum and Library and stuff like that, the Gettysburg Address and actual artifacts. History is so interesting. I wonder what history will be left behind from Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy.
Some sort of Nintendo system, and I don't know.
people can come and tour this booth where we shoot.
Tyler tries it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We can have all the Tyler tries it rappers for
Rappers, yes.
we should make an Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy museum.
That sounds great.
It'll stand the test of time.
Yeah, in hundreds of years, people will love it.
Well, speaking of Tyler Tries It, when we come back, it is going to be time for that exciting segment, and we have not teased at all today what Tyler is going to try.
Oof.
So you'll have to stay with us if you want to know what Tyler's going to try. Stick around. Welcome back to Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy. I'm Jaclyn Friedlander.
What's up? It is Tommy Bickham. I'm so excited about this next segment.
Yes, it is time for Tyler Tries It.
Do it.
All right, so for today's Tyler Tries It, we are going to welcome Tyler, our professional trier. Welcome to the show.
Awesome to be on the show again.
All right, Tommy, what do we have for him to try today?
I was shopping over the weekend, and I was perusing in my local international market in the area, and I found cheese latte. So it is a latte with cheese.
So it has actual cheese in the coffee drink?
I don't know.
Okay.
It just said cheese latte on it. And
Cheese latte.
Tyler actually started doing some research when I brought this in today, so Tyler might know more about it.
All right, Tyler, what do you know about cheese latte?
I was doing some research and it said there's cheese powder inside the latte. So whatever that means, I don't know if it's like a craft like cheese packet type of powder or what they mean by that. But
Maybe just put Velveeta in with the
Right.
in with the coffee.
but I do like cheese and I do like coffee, so
Right.
combining them both together might be a match made in heaven for me. So
I mean, they
Tommy, have
sell
you
it.
had this?
No, I do not. But the fact that they sell it and people do drink this, so
Right.
it's not really
Yeah, that's true.
out of the
Popular.
ordinary. It just when I saw it, I was like, I would never even touch this. but-
All right, I'm looking to the sound effects to see what I anticipate Tyler giving it. But all right, Tyler, can you try it for us?
Yeah,
try to
show
like
it off.
tilt it a little bit. Kind
Oh,
of
it
just
just
looks like
looks like
normal
coffee.
coffee.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
It's cold, right? Yeah. It was
Cheers.
In the cold section.
You know what?
What? Oh, okay. I was gonna say I couldn't tell if that was an I like it face or I don't like it
You know
face.
what? It's
What?
actually pretty good.
Oh
Is
my
it?
God.
Yeah, so you get like a strong latte flavor, and then at the very end, it's like a small hint of like a cheese, like dairy. It's almost like a milk kind of like creamer though.
Oh.
So it's like a nice little.
Which makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah.
It's like instead of the cream, or you use cheese.
Right.
Right.
And the cheese isn't too like overpowering.
And is it something that you would drink? It's not like blue cheese or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
So it's
Or
not-
pepper jack.
Or pepper jack.
I might add it to the rotation every once in a while. You know,
Really?
yeah.
So it's
yeah.
something you would actually drink again.
Yeah.
All right. So what's
Wow.
the made up scale for today, and what do you give it?
The made up scale is going to be an 8 out of 10.
8 out
8
of
out of 10,
10.
yes.
So
Okay.
don't
It is
be
solid.
scared. Yeah, don't be scared of don't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
Don't knock it unless you try it.
Unless you tried it. All right, Tommy, I think you're going to have to try it after the show.
I
Like,
don't want
You
to.
should.
I'm so scared.
It's my third sip.
Even though you're enjoying it, I'm still like, what?
Right.
Cheese latte.
8 out of
cool.
10. 8 out of 10.
All right,
That's
I
not
will.
bad.
All right.
All right.
Good work, Tyler. Thanks, man.
Thank you for trying that, Tyler.
Great
Yes.
job.
All right. So
How
for
much
the
time we
last,
got?
we
Yeah.
have about like what?
Couple minutes?
Couple minutes,
All right,
yeah.
Here we go.
All right. So I have some jokes for you.
Yes.
What did the horse dress up for Halloween?
His neighbor. His
Okay,
neighbor.
that's a good guess. I also feel like from now on it's mandatory that I tell at least one horse dad joke a day so that you make the horse sound for
Mr.
us.
Ed, nay.
Because I remember when you did it for the Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. Tyler, you
I
got
can't
any guess?
even guess
All
after
right.
that. That was.
Yeah, and I was going to say, for today, Tommy, the noise was actually not necessary. What did the horse dress up for Halloween? A nightmare.
Mare, I
Mare,
get it.
yeah.
I get it.
All right. What did Earth say to the other planets?
What did Earth say to the other planet?
I'll give you a clue. Earth is very snarky in this dad joke.
Get out of my way! No?
No.
Move!
You guys have no life. Life on other planets.
It's true.
Love it.
Well,
it is true.
It should be.
Well, I
I
was
think.
going to say, I don't know.
Yeah, I've never been.
Aliens real or not? Tyler?
No.
Tommy?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
There's too many universes. Whether you want to,
Right.
and they don't have to look like the aliens you see in
Right.
cartoons.
Well, and I really feel like some sea creatures are aliens. I feel like it's crazy. It's crazy. All right. What do you call a cow that had babies?
A movie. I have no idea. I just wanted to move.
I'm stumped.
Decaffeinated. That one's
Very
really
tired.
funny.
Yeah, it's very tired.
Yes. All right. What is the best material for making a ninja suit?
I don't know. I watched a lot of Ninja Turtles growing up.
Yeah.
So I know the Foot Clan. The Foot Clan dressed in pajamas.
Leather, because it's made of hide.
Oh, they gotta hide.
Because they have to hide,
Yeah,
because
they
they're
gotta-
ninjas.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is about all of the time we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning into Unscripted with Jaclyn and Tommy and the cheese latte for the day. We hope that you will tune in next week and check us out.